There's something stirring in the air this weekend, an energy that pushes us to step into our power, but it also asks us to listen before we act. So doors are opening, truths are revealing themselves. And for those of us paying attention, the right moment to move forward might be just around the corner. But first, we have to ask, are we seeing things clearly? Or are we seeing what we want to believe? So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy. And by the end of our time together, it's my hope that you have the wisdom, the tools needed in order to go forward with a strength, with a clarity, with a confidence, with love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your weekend focus for March the 8th and the 9th, 2025. So Saturday, we have the energy of the 8. The 8 is all about growing our prosperity, growing our stature. Unbeknownst to us, we are also under an energy where we grow the respect of others through our actions, through our words. So be mindful. If we look at the daily numerology, it'd be a 3 plus an 8 plus a 9, which is a 20 energy. A fork in the road, a turning point, new beginnings, leaving the old in the past. 2 plus 0 is a 2 energy. And the 2 energy is about the magic that surrounds us, absolutely being aware of that. But more importantly, to sit in quiet contemplation, go within and discover the magic that lays within you. Your talents, your abilities, the unique self. And bring those things to life. Allow your inner child to come out and play. On Sunday, we have the energy of the 9. The 9 is about endings and completions, healing. The 9's greatest gift to us is allowing us to make the space for those new beginnings. The daily numerology for Sunday would be a 3 plus a 9 plus a 9. That gives us a 21. It's time to tie up those loose ends. Our new tomorrows are waiting right around the corner for us. We can sense them, we can feel them. But there are some things that we need to take care of before we can truly step into them. And this is a time to do just that. 2 plus 1 is a 3 energy, and that is about transformation. That is about our voice and our imagination and allowing our heart to be led by our curiosity. Sun is in Pisces. Our moon is in Cancer for the majority of the weekend. I don't think it moves into Leo until Sunday evening around perhaps 7 p.m. Okay, now this weekend's energy is kind of like it has layers. Okay, some moments it empowers us, and other moments will test our patience. Okay, and some will feel like this whisper from the universe, nudging us in a new direction. So on Saturday, there's a restlessness, absolutely a restless energy in the air. The sun forms what is considered a half square to Pluto. So it's subtle, but it's a noticeable tension that, it leaves us feeling like we are at the crossroads. So the 20 energy, right? And we're being pushed into some kind of action. And we're unsure, though, if we're truly ready. We wonder if it's the right time or if we're prepared enough, or all these little tiny self-doubts will pop up. But we feel the pressure. We feel the resistance, okay? And we kind of feel this urge to take control, that we're ready for this, that we've trained for this, that we've been preparing for this very moment. It's the kind of energy that makes us want to stand up and speak our truth and take control. And at the very same time, something is holding us back. That fear, that uncertainty, that internal resistance, or it could be external resistance. Maybe it's the quiet realization that power isn't about pushing, but it's when to hold steady. And this is just about the time when the energy will shift. Okay, because the moon will be trining the sun. So, and that's kind of our saving grace. Okay, no matter what is stirring beneath the surface, no matter what feels just slightly out of reach, there is a clear path forward if we're willing to step into the confidence instead of willing control. We don't have to force anything. We have to trust in what we already know. And that's a very hard thing to do. It's one of those days where our choices will matter. We'll have to ask ourselves, are we pushing out of fear, or are we taking action from a place of strength? Are we trying to force that outcome? Are we trusting that we have what it takes? And if Saturday was about power and resistance, Sunday is about surrender and alignment. Yes, that Piscean surrender word comes in again. I don't think I've ever used surrender so many times, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now. So, but that surrender comes through over and over and over again. And I think it has a lot to do with Neptune in the North Node being in a conjunction since the beginning of last month, for goodness sakes. Okay, so the moon will trine Neptune and, of course, the North Node at the same time because they're neck and neck, and they have been for quite some time. And suddenly, things will start to make sense to us, okay? There is a softness or a knowing, a realization that we don't have to have the answers. This is the kind of energy where a conversation or a dream, a quiet moment of reflection, that reveals the something that's been missing. Don't worry, the right message will land at the right time. And that path that felt so uncertain yesterday, all of a sudden we have clarity. But know that Neptune always brings illusions, okay? So it's easy to get lost in wishful thinking. We put on those rose-colored glasses, right? We start over-romanticizing the situation. We ignore the red flags because, well, we want to believe in a certain outcome. So be careful that you're not doing that. Back up your gut feelings with a little bit of fact, please. Sunday's filled with insight and inspiration, but it also asks us to be very honest with ourselves. Okay? If something seems too good to be true, please sit with it before taking action. If a aha moment, an epiphany comes in, okay? Sudden breakthrough, right? Take a breath before you go and run with it. Sunday is a day to listen, to feel, to observe, not to rush. It's a day where the universe is speaking. So pay attention. We have to make sure that we're truly hearing what it's saying to us. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Our underlying energy is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is here to tell us that everybody plays a role in our growth and our empowerment, that we're all connected in some way, in some form. That everybody brings something to the table. Everybody has unique qualities about them, ourselves included. And so we shouldn't push ourselves down. We shouldn't make ourselves smaller so other people can feel bigger. But at the same time, we don't want to think that we are taller than them, bigger than them, more important than them. It's about learning to play nicely together. It's about mixing our energies together with each other to see what kind of successes we can build together as a group. So when this card comes out, it's about talking and brainstorming. It's about maybe some slight competition and doing something, honing a skill together in kind of a soft competition. Or it could be a team sport where you all join forces together. for the ultimate success, whatever it may be. But we need to realize that right now that everybody brings something to the table that we can learn from them, and they can learn as well from us. We have the Ten of Swords. Well, we haven't seen the Ten of Swords in a while, but the Ten of Swords really says that we have come through a very chaotic time. We have walked through the fires and we have survived. We are exhausted. We've seen the chaos, we've seen the sorrow, we've seen the confusion, and we take a breath and we lay down. We feel we cannot go any farther. So take a step outside of your body and look at yourself laying there, and you see these swords behind you. And these swords are not in you, otherwise there'd be a pool of blood there behind us. They are our shield of strength. They are the lessons we have learned upon our path. This is the wisdom, the knowledge, the clarity that we now possess that we did not possess before. And maybe we can't feel it, but we can definitely see it in our new viewpoint, that the sun is breaking through the clouds, that slowly it will warm us. It'll bring light to our world again, and we will slowly push ourselves up, and we will slowly brush ourselves off, and we will stand strong and walk towards our new beginnings with a renewed strength, a renewed belief that we've got everything needed to be successful going forward. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. So embrace those aha moments, those epiphanies, those new beginnings, those new starts, those new friendships, those new relationships, those new learning experiences and adventures. Embrace the new. What's coming at you? Is it new people? Is it new environments? Is it new hobbies? Is it finding a talent you didn't even know you had because you just tried something new and different that appealed to you in the moment? This is a time to embrace those new beginnings, those new starts, those goals, those dreams, those desires, to build the passion and the anticipation and the inspiration around it. Weave it together. And the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is the no man land. And I kind of get that. You know, we are going into a much stronger energy week than the week that we've had, okay? And then by the end of that week, it really gets, okay? It's like, you know, gentlemen, start your engines kind of energy. Really strong, really intense. I mean, we have a lot of energy that we will be going through. So we really are in kind of a no man's land right now. So we have been riding that horse, that stallion, for our entire journey. It has guided us. It has helped us to get to the here and now. And we dismount. Before we go forward, we dismount in the here and now. And we look back upon our accomplishments. I feel like I'm almost a broken record with this, but we need to take stock of who we have become to this point in time, and to give thanks for all those experiences that got us to this point. The second part of this card is to be in the here and now and give thanks to everything that you do have around you that can help you, that moves you forward, that supports you, that brings you in love or happiness or peace of mind or joy or all of the above. And the third part, before we get back upon the stallion, upon the horse, and ride away into our sunrises of tomorrow, we need to give thanks. We need to ask for that path to be straight, to have the clarity, the knowledge, the wisdom, to have protection and love in our life, to allow the beauty to unfold with each and every step. We ask for this, and we give thanks for it as well. Okay, let's go to our Nature's Whispers. Hope and happiness. The 48 energy. also the 12 energy, which would be a 3 energy. So the 3 energy is electrified. We're coming at it from both angles, with the 48 being here as well. Hope and happiness. You've reached a time filled with healing energy, new progress, and satisfaction. You are on the point for festivity. The energy in this phase is supportive and promotes the feeling of winning. Let worries or challenges from the past fade away as you focus on the joy that's surrounding you now. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all the wonderful promises that are being kept to you. Celebrate and enjoy your life. Really, we are right in the middle of doing so much work in order to open up to so many doors in our life. I mean, we have eclipses coming, we have the sun changing. There's just too much to. Don't get me started, okay? Don't get me started about, you know, use this time. Use this time to really look at what you want to step into, those new beginnings, those new starts. Embrace those dreams. Know that you have been through the struggles in order to have what it's going to take to step into this new path and walk towards the successes in your life. You will not believe this. I know you won't. But it's true. It's the elephant back one more time saying, no, that energy is still there. So I really do believe the elephant is attached to the North Node and Neptune being in a conjunction for what, 6 weeks now? 5 weeks? 6 weeks, I think, by now. Our dreams, our hopes, our new beginnings, where we need to go next, what we are being called to. It's up to us to step into it. The nurture, productive, communicate, telepathy, listen. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to matter, to be productive, to be useful, to have it make some difference that you've lived it all. An elephant reminds you that when you feel like quitting, it just means you've got some extra steps to take. Many times people set goals and stop in the middle of them, frustrated, but elephant motivates you to keep going. It could be an exercise program, a new skill that you want to try, a friend that you've been meaning to call. Elephant teaches us that being gentle, having commitment, and clear communications can help in your relationships. On the outside, Elephant looks like an intimidating creature, but she's actually a nurturer, wanting everybody to succeed and feel protected. Elephant is so very telepathic and, with the sixth sense, can feel the energy around her. I should know this off by heart, right? With her friends, family, and even strangers, she senses danger, responds accordingly. Elephant reminds you where you are needed and how to get a good feel for it. The words may not be spoken. Although elephants are large and heavy, they walk noiselessly and with much grace. Elephant gives you the subtle hints that you're needed. So listen to the signals with all your senses. Yes, you are needed. Okay? Right now, it's in time to embrace the energy that is around us, to look towards our dreams, our goals, our desires. Do not worry if they're off the wall. Do not worry if you really can't see a plan or anything like that. But you can see a first step. You can see something that you can do in the moment to bring you one step closer. Maybe it's just getting around like-minded people. Maybe it's allowing yourself the permission to fall in love with the dream. See what part of that dream is doable in the present moment. Maybe the start of that dream actually leads you to something even greater and better than you ever imagined before. But we won't know unless we embrace our passions, embrace our goals, embrace our dreams. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.